Sichuan food is characteristic by its generous use of ginger and garlic and a special spice that is Sichuan peppercorn. Now this spice has a very unique flavor. It is lemony and has a tingling, numbing kind of spiciness. My vegetarian kung pao noodles are inspired by another classic Sichuan dish, that is kung pao chicken. It is sweet, it is spicy and sour and has the crunch of peanuts, and I'm sure you guys are going to love this recipe. So let's get started. This is Sichuan peppercorn and this is what gives kung pao noodles its unique taste. If you want, you can buy it online, but it's not so easy to get our hands on it. So I'm going to use an Indian alternate, that is tefal. Tefal in Marathi or Timur in Nepali is a very commonly available spice and it is specially used in the Konkan region. Now it is a very close relative to the authentic Chinese Sichuan peppercorn. So I'm going to use that, but you can also omit it if you are unable to get your hands on it. I have taken 6 to 7 pieces of this tefal and roasted them lightly and then made a fine powder. Use only the peels because the seed is very hard to powder and it may damage your mixer blade. So first we'll prepare the flavoring sauce, and for that I am going to use some Chinese Shaoxing cooking wine. I have used Waitrose brand Chinese Shaoxing wine. You can try and search it in any gourmet grocery store near you. Then add in the dark soya sauce and the crushed Sichuan pepper powder. Now kung pao noodles are spicy and tangy and sweet, so we are going to add some red chilies and some sugar, and then I am adding in this white pepper powder, some vinegar for the tanginess and some water so that everything mixes and dissolves properly. Now I am adding some Ajinomoto here, but if you wish you can omit it. And this is some sesame oil. Now this is a toasted sesame oil. It is not the same as the gingerly oil that we use. It is a salad oil and it is used for flavor and not for actual cooking. You will easily find this online. If you want, you can omit using the Chinese toasted sesame oil and Shaoxing wine, but both of these ingredients, they have a very unique flavor, and if you can get your hands on it, then you must use this in your recipe. Also, instead of Shaoxing wine, you can use any kind of dry sherry because they both have a similar kind of taste. Now add in the salt to taste and corn flour as well. That will help us thicken up the sauce. Mix all this well and keep it aside till we are ready to use it in our noodles. In a wok, heat some oil and add some de-skinned peanuts in it and roast them till they are crunchy. Roast them on a low flame, and as soon as they begin changing color, remove them immediately. Don't let them get too dark in the pan as they will darken further while they are cooling. Now remove them and keep them on a kitchen towel to drain out the excess oil. In the same oil, add some minced ginger and garlic and saute it for a while. Let the rawness go off and then add a few dry red chilies that are roughly chopped. If you don't want your dish to be too spicy, you can remove the seeds of these chilies. Then add any vegetables of your choice. I am adding green bell peppers, mushrooms and some spring onions. Cook them for a while, but don't let your vegetables overcook and become too mushy. It's nice to have them slightly firm and crisp, and they balance the texture of the noodles well. And then add in the boiled noodles. Now I am using my homemade noodle recipe here. If you want, you can use 1 packet of ready-made store-bought noodles. I'll link the recipe of my homemade noodles right here. If you love Chinese cuisine like I do, then making these noodles at home is just so satisfying and gratifying that it is a must try. Now gently toss the noodles around so that they are properly coated with all the oil and they are well separated. Be careful not to break the noodles, so use this kind of folding motion to mix the noodles. And then whisk your prepared sauce once again because corn flour tends to settle at the bottom, and then just add it all into the noodles. Now, as the sauce cooks, it will thicken. So stir your noodles properly so that all the thick sauce coats the noodles evenly. Don't let any of this stick to the bottom of your pan. You can also use tongs to mix your noodles so that the sauce is evenly coated. And then add in our fried peanuts. That's it. Our tangy, authentic Kung Pao noodles are ready. Serve them hot with crushed peanuts on top and enjoy. A lot of local Indian restaurants, they use the combination of tomato ketchup, vinegar and soya sauce, and just that to make this dish also, and it still tastes delicious. So you can make the fancy authentic version, or you can also make the local Indian version by substituting all these ingredients with their local Indian variants. So the Kung Pao noodles are done, and the spicy, sweet, tangy noodles should and must be made by one and all. So try this recipe and tag me at Chef Hasti on Instagram, because I love to receive feedback from you guys. You can find the detailed written recipe on my website, that is www.chefhasti.com, and I will see you soon with another interesting recipe. Till then, happy cooking.